Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Frankie here, and yes, I'm here to give you guys an update. I'm also here to talk about my new studying method that I have. I know I look a little rough. The day is almost over with, and I need to get ready to go take a nap because I have to work tonight. So, and my face is just getting so oily lately. It's just I got a little makeup, but it's trying to wash it off. But anyways, so basically we are on the neuro test. Basically we are on the neuro unit right now. We do have a neuro test in like 2 weeks, and yeah, I'm kind of this teacher to me teaches more, like her content is more comprehensible than the last teacher that did respiratory, even though he wasn't that confusing to me, but he did confuse a lot of my classmates. His test was all right, but like I said, it was just poorly worded in regards to him asking his questions. In my opinion, it was poorly worded. Even though I did good on his test, it was still poorly worded to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, okay, what is he asking me? Like, okay. But this teacher, she seems to be really straightforward as well. She explains it, she teaches you, which I absolutely love. He used to talk to us like we was stupid, the respiratory teachers. Like he talked to us like we was stupid. So we asked a question, he's like, you don't know that? No, I pay you. Like, no, if I knew that, I wouldn't be in nursing school. I would just go take NCLEX and just pass NCLEX. Like, so nobody like wanted to like really ask him questions or talk to him because he's very rude, and I don't think he realized how rude he is, but he is very rude. But anyways, so we're on neuro right now. So what I've learned, okay, so I used to just sit there and write down, like I'll open up my PowerPoints and literally write down almost like every slide, just write them down, just writing. Because sometimes writing can help you remember, which can help for some people. I'm really not a note taker. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just sit here and just take tons of notes. Like I actually don't even like writing that much. But anyways, so the method is called total recall method. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it, if you have tried it, but what I did research is that it is actually the most proven method for you to remember your material and to get high grades on your test. So let me break it down to you guys, okay? So what I was doing is kind of like, you know how I talked about the whole whiteboard thing? You look at a note card and then you write down what you remember from that note card because you're recalling the information. Well, this method, basically, I learned it not too long ago, but what you do is you familiarize yourself with the PowerPoint like before class. Okay, so you'll look at the PowerPoint, just look through it, see what it's about. As you're looking through it, you can write down questions, right? Not taking notes, you write down questions so you can answer. But let me get to this part. So my teacher, she gives us objectives. So a lot of teachers will give you a study guide or some type of unit objectives, which have the questions or topics that they want you to know, like what they want you to know. So what I do, I would have that up on my computer in my Word documents, and I will look through the PowerPoints, just familiarize myself with the PowerPoint. And when I get done with the PowerPoint, I will look at the questions and see what I remember from reading the PowerPoints, right? So, but that's not a big deal. Like, don't stress about that. And honestly, you don't have to do that, but it helps to familiarize yourself with it. So I would, most importantly, look at the PowerPoints and then look at the questions or the objectives for what she wants us to know in order to pass her test. And when I go to lecture, right, this is where it's going to get good. So you're going to get to lecture and you're going to have that document up. As she is talking, what you do, you highlight what she discussed. Like if she talked, like say you have to know the signs and can't even talk. You need to know the signs and symptoms of a right-sided stroke, or well, make it more simple. You need to know the signs and symptoms of a stroke, right? And on the objective to say, signs, what are the signs and symptoms of stroke? Okay, whatever point she talk about, then you want to highlight that. So highlight it green, letting you know Well, actually you can highlight like pink or something. Pick another color, not green, yellow, or red. Don't pick those colors yet. We're gonna get to that. But you highlighted another color, like orange or something. You highlight it as she touches on that. So say she touches on it, you're like, okay, cool, she touched on it. Now, you're not going to answer these questions. You're just going to highlight it because you acknowledge that she talked about it, right? So after the lecture is done, what you do at this point, this is where the total recall comes in. You're going to take that piece of paper, or you're going to look at those objectives, and you're going to go through and see what you can answer after the PowerPoint has finished, or after the lecture has finished. So I will go back, and then I will look at the questions, and I say, okay, the signs, symptoms of stroke. Okay, well, I remember that it is this, right? And as you're answering it, and don't make it a big deal if you don't know all the answers, but what you do, you'll go back, look at the PowerPoints, and see what the answer was, and if you got the answer right, if you didn't get it right. Now, this is where the other colors come in. So if you knew nothing, like say you got to that question and you just honestly did not know that objective, and you're like, I just don't remember it. I know she talked about it because I highlighted it orange or pink, but I honestly don't remember what she said. Then you're going to highlight, you're going to put like a red dot or something next to that question, because that means you do not know that. If you kind of remember, like you partially answered it, you put yellow. And then if you can fully remember it, you'll put green. The ones that are yellow means the yellow and red, you need to go back over that material, right? Simple. So you'll study that material. And once you study that material, then you'll take a break. Okay, so take like a 20-minute break, 30-minute break, or heck, you can even take a whole day break if you got time. Take a break, and then what you do, you're going to go back to that, and then you're going to see if you can answer those questions. Boom. I'm telling you, your memory is going to thank you, because you're going to be like, oh, okay, I remember this. Because if you know nursing school, it's more of application questions. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much of it's not simple. Okay, it's critical thinking. So you definitely want to go back and see what you actually remember, what you can apply, because it makes you think. It makes you be like, okay, wow. And if you want to pull out the whiteboard, I'm telling you, that whiteboard is going to be your friend. I will not steer you wrong, sis. Okay, it will not, like, it's gonna be your friend. So you can get your whiteboard out, you can answer questions that way, you can, like, you know what I'm saying? But really, ain't nothing wrong with taking notes. I have stopped doing a lot of note cards because I was trying to do note cards. Like, I like note cards, don't get me wrong, but note cards are not for everybody. And if you don't like to take a ton of notes, then note cards are not for you. Because I know some people, they can just go for days on note cards. Okay, me, after so many, I'm tired of writing them. I'm tired of looking at them. Like, I do the big concepts on the note cards, and I do medications and vocabulary. You guys already know, I've said it a million times. That's all I really use the note cards for. Like, if I'm trying to remember something, like memorize something, I will put that on there. Signs and symptoms, I would probably put on a note card. And then I would, like I said, flip over the note card, look at it, and write down on my whiteboard what I know, erase that, do another note card. Like, I'll just rotate the stack, or I'll mix it up, and then just pick random cards out the note card and see the note card pile and see what I remember, and then go from there. So really, you want to get in the habit of doing that. They actually say taking notes, like when you're writing down everything, highlighting, and spending like tons of hours just rewriting PowerPoints and all that stuff. A lot of the times when them PowerPoints, a lot of that stuff you don't even need. I mean, you can comment that down below. If you already done nursing school, or you then took some nursing tests already, and you familiar with nursing, like how they do their tests and all that stuff, I guarantee you a lot of that stuff that they talk about, or that's in those PowerPoints, are not on your actual test. Yeah. So that's just kind of what I've been doing. I hope that kind of made sense. If it didn't make sense, put it down below, and I'll actually do a whole video on it and show you guys, because I feel like I'm just kind of speeding through it right now, just because I got to get back to the kids and stuff, and it's a little chilly outside, like, and I look a mess, and I need to take a shower, and I got to go to work tonight, so I need to be gone. Like, I look a hot mess. You know, I feel like I'm kind of like rushing through it, but I hope you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. But I'm like, definitely just comment down below if you want like a whole tutorial on total recall, how I study with total recall. Like, put it down below, because you guys know I got you. I will do it. But I will say, try to challenge, because it really just challenges your thinking, and it actually makes you think. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you do case studies, that's another thing. Do case studies. You will be surprised how much case studies will actually help you. So if your teacher does put case studies like in your documents for you guys to look over, but she doesn't, or he doesn't make it like a requirement, do the case studies, because it's going to help you critical think as you're like working out this, because that's really what it's all about, is critical thinking in nursing school. I feel like the education system has definitely failed us in critical thinking. Like, yeah, they don't give us those skills, unfortunately, for real. So that's something that you learn. That's why a lot of nursing students kind of fail when they like first start nursing school. If you've ever noticed, like, the amount of students you start with compared to the amount of students that graduate is significantly less than what you started with. So just keep that in mind. Critical thinking is a very good part. And if you're just trying to memorize everything, nursing is not a memorization type of class. Like, it's not a memorization type of degree or program. So you definitely want to use critical thinking, because you never know how they're going to word the question. You never know what scenario they're going to give you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So even though you know the information and you get to a question and you like, what are they asking me? And you pick the wrong answer, but you go back and be like, oh, I knew that. Yeah, because they just worded it differently. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, so let me go in the house because I'm freezing. And I just want to get this quick video out to you guys. Nothing too dramatic, but I'm definitely gonna get some more videos up for you guys. I just kind of lost track of my days, to be honest. Like, working and with school and with clinicals and things like that, I kind of just like realized, like, today I'm like, wait, I haven't recorded a video in a minute. Let me hop on that. Like, whew. But I'm almost at the end, y'all. We making it. We chugging through. We almost there. I just did my last day of clinicals. Tuesday, this past Tuesday, I just did last days of clinical. And next week I do my last simulation lab, which is over the neuro. So we're gonna take care of patient and sim. And then that's it. And then I think a week after that, we are doing the ATI review thing. Like, the person from ATI comes in and they give us like a workbook, and basically it's like helping you study for NCLEX type of thing. So we do that for like 3 days straight, from like 9 to 4, 8 to 4, something like that. And then we do our preceptorship. So then we have to team up, like wherever they put you at, then you team up with that nurse at that facility, and you basically work in the same days that she working, because we have to get, I think, like 84 hours, or don't quote me, but we have to get so many hours in order to complete preceptorship. And I believe if you work in 3 12-hour shifts for like 2 or 3 weeks, you should complete those. Like, I want to say 2 weeks for sure, and then maybe a day or so out of the 3rd week, then we should have completed that. So they haven't told us what hospital we're going to be at, or what department, we're going to be in. So I'm really excited to get that information. I really want to be in the ICU or the emergency department. I don't know. Or I wanted to do mental health. I think that's it, because I'm pretty interested in ICU now and the ED, because I feel like, like, I get bored easily, and if it's stuff to do and constantly moving, like, I think I would do better in those type of environments, to be honest. So I want to challenge myself. So I would love to go to the ICU or the emergency department so I can keep moving. Okay, but anyways, that's all. So definitely, guys, subscribe, comment, share, give this video a big thumbs up. I will try to get some more videos out for you. I haven't forgot about y'all. I cannot talk today. I haven't forgot about y'all. But yeah, let me get in the house because I'm freezing. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.